know, I don't know why, but there is a general tendency of Indians to pick up a crime book. I remember at the W.H. Wheeler shops on the railway stations, the beeline was often for the books on criminal subjects. And those crime thrillers, and many of them, those pulp editions in very low prices, they were picked up fastest. I don't know why, but there are a lot of people who want to read about crime. Books like the magazines like Manohar Kahaniyan and Sachi Kahaniyan, all these are very popular with readers.
Satya Katha.
Yeah. Satya Katha, yeah.
Crime and detective.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, it's very, very interesting that you brought that, the topic of the pulp fiction. So my question was, is India's love for crime books rooted in our reading habits? From our early years, like Surinder Mohan Pathak, Ved Prakash Sharma, Anil Mohan in Hindi, and then of course James Hadley Chase, Sidney Sheldon, Agatha Christie, John Grisham in English. Kulpreet, what's your thought on that?
So yeah, these are good names, of course, and not just in 60s and 70s, but I think crime books have been popular in India all throughout, including now. And why just India? Even abroad, crime stories is what attracts the general readers. But the question is, why does this happen? Why an average reader would get attracted to the life and story of, let's say, for example, a serial killer like your book, or women criminals like, my book. But the fact is that people are interested, and this is a very interesting question, and it, of course, has got its own psychological component to it. But I think primarily what happens is with people, उनको बड़ा अच्छा लगता है कि किसी और को problem में देख के, when you read someone else getting killed or something, they are very happy in whatever miseries and problems that they have in their own life that get dwarfed. उनको लगता है not me, देखो इसके साथ क्या हो रहा है, और कम से कम मेरे साथ ये तो नहीं हो रहा है, तो जो छोटी मोटी प्रॉब्लम है वो छोटी है. तो मेरे को लगता है क्राइम बुक्स हमेशा आपको, I mean, Anirban, you know that our agent is always behind us, that और crime वाली books लिख के दो. Publishers are also after us, and even if we want to write something else, the general interest of the readers is really huge.
Correct. Because when I started producing Savdhan India, and of course now Crime Patrol, यही एक चीज है, पब्लिक को लगता है कि किसी और के साथ बुरा हो सकता है, मेरे साथ तो कभी नहीं होगा. I am, and it's always a pleasure कि अच्छा किसने मारा, कैसे मारा, क्यों मारा, all of that, वो juicy details जो है उनको पसंद आता है. आलोक जी, आपको लगता है कि true crime जो है, जो as a genre is popular because it is voyeuristic, because people like that masala.
Voyeuristic, of course. In the case of the lay person, I think it is voyeuristic, but for the police, it is anything but voyeuristic. And we are thrown right into the ring. The moment there is a crime, we have to go in and find out why it happened, who did it. And the problem arises because a lot of people are driven by that kind of feeling. यार देखो इसके साथ ऐसा हो गया, अब मजा देखते हैं पुलिस क्या करती है. And you will be surprised that not many of those who might know something about the crime are willing to come forward as witnesses. So I think unraveling a crime in itself becomes a big challenge there. So I don't know what really drives people into accepting that there should be crime around them so they remain entertained. And possibly they are feeling bored because these days, because of the lockdown, there is no crime. So I don't know really. But crime is indeed a great, great attraction.
Someone shared a statistic saying that there are more people who die by road rage and car accidents in India. And in fact, coronavirus has brought that statistic down. So corona is apparently saving lives. Hard to believe, but numbers are there. I was studying a survey last year. TiVo did a survey of video trends in America, and it surveyed about 5,300 North American adults and revealed that 40.1% of the viewers watched crime drama and almost 40% watched suspense thrillers. So, I mean, not only in publication, but crime seems to be ruling the roost even on the screen, you know. We are,
Yeah.
as you said, you know, we love to be surrounded by crime all the time. I want to throw this question: have your books been picked up for screen adaptations?
My book is being considered for that. There's no doubt about that. The parlays are on. Hopefully, we'll see it on the silver screen, maybe alongside Savdhan India or something.
I love the word you use, parlay. It's not a word I haven't heard in a long time. Gulpreet, Queens of Crime का status क्या है?
Yeah, Queens of Crime, a lot of interest from the people in Bollywood and OTT platforms, and we've had some preliminary meetings. So far, nothing has been finalized, but there are a few players who are extremely keen, and we are keen as well. So let's hope that we are able to close something soon. I don't know, with this coronavirus thing, I don't know what's you know, everything is one for a toss, but we're hoping to close it soon.
Right. You know, how difficult do you think is to write true crime books? You know, how difficult was, or was it easy for you guys?
For me, writing a true crime story was easy in a sense that I knew a lot of the details already. I was right in the middle of it all, and so what was happening around me, I could recall most of it, and then I could access the record which was available in the police stations and other offices of Barabanki. And so the local police was kind and they allowed me to look at the records. And what was most exciting was that when I reached Barabanki, the policeman surrounded me, wanted selfies with me because they had heard about me. See, I was there in 1984, 86, and I was visiting now in 2015, 16. So after this hiatus, long hiatus, they were still looking at me as somebody who had done well in those surroundings. Anyway, so I could pick up a lot of material from the archives of the police. And therefore, to say that research was a difficult thing, as it often is in most cases, would not be right. In this case, research was relatively easy. It didn't take a very long time. And I had alongside with me Manas, who is my son, and he's a brilliant writer himself. So he and I together could do a lot of research in those police stations. I must describe police station records to you, especially ones which are that old. These are like very friable biscuits. When you turn a page, you never know if you will turn the whole of it. Part of it might come in your hand because they are so old and so brittle now. So this was one thing. The other was that over the years, earlier UP had Urdu as its language, and therefore most of the records earlier were in Urdu. So one had to get a translator. And these records, which cannot be read now by most people, have gone in disuse, therefore they are not really maintained very well. Now the computer has come in, a lot of digitization is being done, so some of these records which I needed were out of that range, out of that area where digitization was taking place. So you can understand these documents were not kept exactly very well. But thanks to the local police, I could access a lot of information, no doubt about that.
I think for you, you had already finished the tougher part, which was facing the guns and the bullets and all of that in the 80s. This was a cakewalk for you.
Yeah.
Gulpreet?
So that was in young age, young age. That was in young age. And when you are young, you do take risks.
As we get older, we start getting more fearful. डर ज़्यादा लगता है बुढ़ापे में. Gulpreet, what about your research? Was it tough for you?
I think it was tough. One, because I'm not from the police organization, so getting access to information was not that easy. But then, we were able to, me and Sushant were able to pull some sources here and there. And our research was primarily, first step was collating the information for the stories that we had selected. So collating information, it is not always from the police alone. There's also a court verdict, and you can get substantial information from that. Sometimes by speaking to the investigating officer or someone known to in the police to understand the police procedurals, that also helps. So for some cases we were not able to get so much information, so we had to drop those cases. But for the cases we thought that we have substantial information, we've been able to collate. Step one, through all the as you do research, whatever you get so involved by the importance of that particular angle or that particular detail, that you tend to shove everything inside your story, where which is not what writers are supposed to do. So some of the stuff we had to leave out our research material, and some of that we put it in a nice linear, progressive kind of a format. And then the final challenge was, of course, to put it the whole thing as a story. It should have characters and it should have their conflicts, and the setting has to be established, etc. That local flavor. If it is Mumbai, there has to be vada pav. So those things. So giving dialogues to people, and of course, who spoke at what time. Obviously, I mean, the facts, but you don't know what they're speaking in the jeep or where they're going, whatever. But that's essential component for a story. You cannot write a story without a dialogue.
You fill in the gaps.
So, yeah, you fill in the gap. So these are the steps 1, 2, 3 that we took. Yeah, that's how it happened.
While I was researching my book on serial killers, I had a lovely time researching it, because my cases, one of the cases was going back to 1700s and 1800s. मुझे लगा था कि मैं ये कैसे research करूँ, थग बहराम का जो case है. But by a stroke of luck, I got hold of these books written by Captain Sleeman, published in 1839. I got hold of those books, which actually which had interviews with these thuggies, and which had interviews which talked about the secret language, so suddenly the world opened up for me. So I really enjoyed researching the thing. Even for Nithari, when I was doing, I found out by reading the court documents that Nithari से 2 साल पहले से ही वहां पे कांड हो रहा था. एक कटा हुआ हाथ मिला था और पुलिस ने कुछ नहीं किया, बोला कि एनिमल कार्कस है, उसको दफना दो वापस. तो ये सब जो रिसर्च के दौरान मिलता है, काफी मजा आता है. It sort of makes you go on and on, which is absolutely enjoyable.
Yeah, Anirban, you remember when you were writing this book and I was writing this as well. And me, you and Sushant, we met in Delhi in Sushant's room. And I had planned to, ask you a lot of questions. But बॉलीवुड वालों के साथ मिलने के साथ शाम शुरू हुई क्वेश्चन के साथ, और 5 मिनट या 2 मिनट के बाद में इधर उधर की बातें, और 4-5 घंटे तक हम बाकी सारी बातें करते रह गए.
करेक्ट. हम लोग तो
could never understand your research process. I don't know if intentionally you derailed our questions and took us in some other direction. I don't know what happened, but we never discussed anything about the stories or the research of the book.
I wasn't letting you get to my secrets.
बॉम्बे वाले दिल्ली वालों से ज्यादा बॉम्बे वाले दिल्ली वालों से ज्यादा स्मार्ट होते हैं, ये तो है ही.
The Mumbai word is
शाना होता है.
शाना होता है. बिड़ू, हम लोग शाना है. In a book that is about true crime, how much of fictional elements do you put in, Alok sir? Do you put in any bit of the fictional elements?
This book about Barabanki narcos. I have hardly written about what the other side was doing. As you would find from the book, it is mostly what we were doing that has been described. See, for one thing, I had no access to their conversations. I could only imagine. But then in order to complete a story, in order to tell a reader a story, some fill in the gaps have to be done. So yes, some imagination had to go into writing about what was in fact a true crime. So I would say that yes, partly a fiction element introduced just to complete the real narrative.
Right, the conversations and all of that, which I think all three of us have used that mechanism to do that.
Yes, yes.
Kulpreet, between non-fiction and fiction, which do you prefer?
As a writer or as a reader?
No, writer. आज आप तो यहाँ पे राइटर के तौर से आए हैं.
I have. Okay, so दोनों process अलग है. Writing fiction requires more of imagination and creating a world in itself, and non-fiction is there was a world which was existing which you have to discover. So it's the writing process, the research, orienting yourself mentally, the purpose of the story are both very different. If you ask me which one is more enjoyable, I think since I love writing and storytelling, for me at the end of the day both are stories, and I like both of them. And to put it very bluntly, so when publisher says that, okay, you write fiction, I'm going to give you X amount of money, and if you write non-fiction, I'm going to give you X into 2, then I'm going to write non-fiction. But if it happens vice versa, because for me both are same. It is something like you're asking me, idli खाओगे या डोसा खाओगे? आपको क्या अच्छा लगता है? So मेरे को तो दोनों अच्छे लगते हैं. तो अगर इडली सस्ती मिलेगी तो इडली खा लेंगे, और ज्यादा फायदा डोसे में होगा तो डोसा खा लेंगे.
The question is डोसे के अंदर आलू है कि नहीं? वो आलू होगा तब डोसे खाएंगे. Okay, you want to tell us about your next book, Alok sir? Are you writing another book?
Yeah, I am in the process.
मजा आएगा.
I am in the process of writing 2 books, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
And both of these books are based on real situations which arose during my postings in various places. Cannot tell you what are they about, but indeed they are about very relevant issues which people of today will like to know. These may belong to the 90s or so, but still they are relevant because this country has not seen much of a difference in the crime scene. If anything, the crime has become fiercer, and we see greater divide amongst people on communal lines. Now there is this Hindu and Muslim thing very strongly defined, which was not so very well defined in those years. It was becoming a big issue after the Ram Mandir and the Babri Masjid fiasco. So things have been changing over the years, but still the basic problems remain the same. And therefore, my book, which will be about some older time, will still be relevant to be read now. We have lessons there in those books for today.
So is it about true crime? Is it in the genre of true crime?
Yes, indeed.
Super. Look forward to the book. Kulpreet, what's your next?
So next is again true crime, and I'm not at the liberty to disclose the details, but some interesting crime stories.
Okay.
The research has been done, most of it, and it's going to be pitched, or I don't know whether it's already been pitched. So we're waiting to hear from the publishers. No sooner as आपकी term use करें तो green light जैसी हो जाएगी. So I'll get into. I'll fill in the blanks and finish it. Besides that, I last few months, almost 7-8 months, I've been fascinated by this 1962 Indo-China family war, and considerable amount of energy has been spent on understanding every aspect of that war. So, war theaters was Ladakh. And I have done my preliminary research for that book as well. There's going to be a military war book, and that's perhaps more closer to my actual experience in life. Okay. After that, I want to write stories and stories. This is what is generally there in the pipeline.
Right. Your connection seems to be a little slow.
Can I ask you?
So, your connection seems to be a little lagging, Kulpreet. I'm going to take some audience questions.
Anirban, just one more thing I want
I-
to tell you about my next book.
हाँ जी आलोक जी.
I have the pleasure of co-writing this book with
Okay.
Manas.
Oh,
So
awesome.
Manas, my son,
Yes.
is the co-author, and I hope we'll be able to present a very interesting mix of the
Awesome.
two authors.
All the best for the book. I'm going to
Oh,
take
thank
some
you.
audience questions. Question for Alok ji from Jay Shukla. You are more comfortable with the pen now, or were you more at ease with the gun?
More comfortable with the pen or more at ease with?
The gun, banduk.
Gun.
Well, they go together, and unless solid writing is done, you can't really use the gun freely, especially for police,
Right. Suhail's asking Kulpreet, how forthcoming are policemen in handing out information for a book?
Uh, Surprisingly, not very forthcoming. The whole country, it is not just the police, but even our ministries, they were still living in 40s and 50s, and everybody is so much secretive about giving, non-classified information. Even, we don't even declassify our own files, which should have been done as a matter of a fact for wars and for so many police cases after 50 years. So there is
Right.
this kind of mindset, secret hai. Sab kuch secret hai. So I'll just tell you a case. I reached out to Ministry of Defense. I wanted to get a particular file for one of the police officers who was awarded during Republic Day. I just wanted the citation. And I asked that person, Deputy Secretary, and he said, "Sir, that is top secret." I said, "What is top secret about it? If it is read out on 15th of August and 26th of January a decade ago, and he has been given that award, how that citation for that award is secret?" He said, "No, sir, aap RTI likh ke le lo, otherwise aapko nahi mile." So, after that, I did not stop. I went up to a joint secretary, even to additional secretary. I wrote a mail to them. They asked me to write a mail, and still I have not been able to get the information that I wanted.
Let's
So,
let's talk.
people are-
Kulpreet. I'll get the research for you. I'll get the research for you. I'm very good at digging deep. DM me the name of the officer.
Thank you, dear. And all right, and I'm going to buy you a drink next time when we meet for all the favors.
Okay.
I wanted to ask.
Hanji.
I wanted to ask a question to Alok sir, if I may.
Of course.
Please.
Am I not audible?
No, you are audible and
Yes,
looking
sir.
handsome
So Alok
also.
sir, about the police.
You are audible. Yes, please go on.
Go on.
Oh,
Kulpreet.
okay. Thank you very much, sir. I wanted to ask you. The police, the Indian police. I have a lot of respect for the Indian police for the work that they've done and they continue to do. But somehow the problem is, correct me if I'm wrong. My own understanding is because of the slow judicial system, and and also the negative portrayal by media and by politicians. Nowadays, of course, by politicians, the whole image is getting spoiled. Do you think anything can be done about this? Is my assessment right?
See, the police is the most visible of the many departments which play a role in criminal justice. To begin with, the crime happens and an FIR is lodged at the police station. So the police is right in the front of this all. Then after investigation, this goes to the prosecution department. The prosecution is the next. Then the judiciary has to look at what has been presented before it as evidence. So these three are prominently playing a role in judicial system. So police is just one of them. Now, why police gets the flack most of the time is because it is the most visible of the three. And in any case, in our country, criticizing the judiciary is never a very safe thing to do. So you have in between the prosecutors who are lost because nobody seems to look at them. They are also doing a job which is very important. Because after I have done my investigation as a police officer, the case goes out of my hands. I am only required to present the witnesses. So the next step is getting the witnesses to come and say things. Sometimes the case continues for 10 years, 15 years. How many witnesses will live to see the day when they will actually complete their statements? So this entire system needs a big change. There have been a lot of efforts made by some of our predecessor officers, by some serving officers of the police. A lot of people have been going into the detail of why the judicial system is as rotten as it is. But then a lot of political will is required to improve things, which is not there.
Right, right. Thank you so much, Alok sir. Absolutely agree with you. Last question from one of the viewers is, after the research part, this is from Prasun Roy, after the research part of your works, how difficult or easy was it to dramatize or use your creative liberty in the story to make it into an interesting read? लंबा सा सवाल था. Creative liberty कितना था आपके हाथ में to make it into a interesting read? क्या difficult था वो? Alok ji.
No, the question was not difficult, but I did not know it was for me. Anyways,
दोनों के लिए है.
I have said it earlier. You have material. Everybody has some story or the other. All of us have, And see, look at the number of police officers who are serving this country. How many of them are actually coming up with a written statement which can be read by the layperson? Now, this is the difficult thing. You have facts. You know about a very sensational crime. Maybe you have investigated it. But can you write about it in a language, in a manner that people can read it? You cannot be writing case diaries which go to a court of law. You have to write a book which is readable to the lay reader. So that is where you have to do a lot of creative writing. You have to make these statements very, very attractive to the reader.
Right. One of the lovely books that I read, it's called Murder in the City, 12 Incredible Case Files of the Kolkata Police, written by Supratim Sarkar. A great book.
Yeah, I've read that as well. Yeah,
it's quite good. And I think we are out of time. 8:15. Any last words on true crime from the two stalwarts?
Stalwarts. I'm just a beginner, if I may say so.
अरे सर, आप अपने को beginner बोलोगे, हम तो तब तो शुरू ही नहीं हुए.
I'm a beginner as a writer. I have seen 37 years as a cop. So, of course, there are so many stories which I have to tell. And I was begun late after retirement. Therefore, I have to quickly do it. Therefore, 2 books are already under production. Thanks to my son, he's with me writing this book. So, hopefully, I'll be able to put across to the reader a lot of interesting material.
Right. Kulpreet?
Final thoughts, though. I'll continue to write true stories for a while. They're very exciting, and also the feedback is there as a proof that people are interested. And it was such a pleasure to speak to Anand. We met so many times, and first time to Alok sir, meeting and listening to your stories. I'm yet to read your book, but that's top on my agenda now. So that's it.
I wanted to ask one question to Alok sir.
Really a pleasure. Thank you.
I wanted to just ask one question to Alok sir. The nation wants to know. The nation wants to know.
Sure.
जब आप ये सब केस लड़ रहे थे, जब आप सॉल्व कर रहे थे बाराबंकी में, मीटिंग दीज द ड्रग कार्टेल्स एंड बस्टिंग देम, क्या आपको कभी लगा था कि आप एक दिन किताब लिखोगे इसके बारे में?
No, this somehow did not occur to me ever, honestly. Otherwise, I would have written it earlier, maybe. But now that I am feeling that I have all the time to tell these stories, I'm writing. And over the years, I've done a lot of writing, but never a book. I've done articles for magazines and for newspapers. Even today, I've sent an article for a newspaper. So this keeps happening all the time. I write. But to gather the courage to come up with a book took some time. Luckily, I've got one in the shelf. So chances are that more will come.
Awesome. So nice to speak with you, Alok sir. A huge
Thank
fan
you.
of your
Thank
work.
you.
Kulpreet, as
Thank you.
always, good to meet the handsome man.
Thank
And
Thank you.
actually, two handsome
very
men
much.
today. Alok sir का तो cheeks are all
Yes.
glowing pink.
Three.
Uh,
Three.
मेरा बाल
Three
सब
handsome
जल
men.
गया.
Yeah, of course, three.
Thank you so much for taking the time out and being a part of this discussion. For the people who are watching, keep reading. True crime is not going to go anywhere. We are surrounded by it, unfortunately, but it makes a fabulous thing to read. Masala hota hai true crime books ke andar. Rasile hote hain. So keep reading, keep washing your hands, maintain social distancing. This is the Book Bakers Online Lit Festival, 7 days, 500 authors, 91 sessions. ऐसा कहीं पे भी और नहीं मिलेगा बेटा. Keep watching. We have a fabulous session coming up with the lyricist Samir. You don't want to miss that.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank
Take
you
care.
so much. Thank you, Book Bakers.